I'm willing to be unliked up front to help. The reason I triggered you is because I put pressure on your bullshit.
First time I ever saw you online, I was pissed off. I was just so fucking pissed off. I was
Yes.
like, who the fuck is this asshole
Yes.
to tell me that I'm doing all my shit wrong?
That's right.
And I was so triggered. But I just kept watching your shit. And like, you've said a lot of things over the years, but I think the biggest thing that hit me was the fact that you said everyone has to be kind.
Yes.
And it's all about your intention.
Yes.
And I just want to say thank you for that.
Thank you,
Because I
brother.
feel like our society these days, everyone's lost the meaning of the word kindness.
Yes.
And you were the one who started spreading that back into our society.
Thank you. You know what's really powerful about your story? I'm willing to be unliked up front to help. The reason I triggered you is because I put pressure on your bullshit. I'm not willing to let you bullshit, because if I let you bullshit, you'll become entitled and you'll lose. You had the strength inside to know it subconsciously, which is why you stayed. Kids love when I'm like, tell your parents to go fuck themselves, right? They love that. But kids don't like when I say, hey, if your parents want you to go to college and you want to start a business, you can't require your parents to help you. You've got to get a shitty job and a shitty apartment, and you got to eat shit. Kids want to do what they want, but they want their parents to fund their dream. That's when kids don't like me as much. So that's the game. Hey person, fuck you. Victoria, hey, it's Gary Vee. I'm giving a speech to 2,000 people. Listen to me. I'm here with your fiance, right?
Yeah.
Fiance, pretty good looking dude. Anyway, just keep listening. I promise you, it's not because I want you to listen to me, it's because what I'm talking about is universal. People long before me were talking about it too. Life is very basic. The second you stop hearing them, both positive and negative, is the second your life gets happier. And the fact that you're starting to get happier means the world to me. And I hope this video is something you play over and over anytime your old friend or some random person on the internet makes you feel bad. You send them this video. Hey person, fuck you. I actually think being lazy is a good thing.
What?
Let me explain. I think quote unquote laziness can have a more thoughtful conversation of, actually, is it laziness or are you showing yourself that you don't like that thing and it becomes a mechanism to self-awareness?
I think it's that. I think it's
me
that
too.
That you don't like that thing, I think.
Me too.
Yeah.
I get an incredible thrill, deep, inherent happiness from getting into a car on a 6 a.m. on a Saturday and going to find something to buy for $3 and sell for 100. School, I hated. I am lazy around housework, around logistics. I think we need to stop apologizing for being lazy, all of us, which is probably subconsciously why I don't talk about it. And we need to use it as an indicator of, I don't like that thing, this job, this relationship, this school, this startup, and then use it as a starting point to try something else on the side that eventually can become your thing, and you can stop doing that thing that you're quote unquote lazy about. My coworker complained that there was too much bacon in his breakfast burrito. This is gonna be a funny video. Posted on Facebook, and on Twitter for that matter, the worst complaints you've heard. One of the jokes I make about is people complaining about the wrong milk at Starbucks. This was supposed to be almond milk, not like, and then ask people leave comments with the worst complaints they've heard. Number one, my mom didn't wake me up for work. This is a 24-year-old. In 2019, it's fucking absurd. You have alarms on phones. Like, excuse. Next. A few weeks ago, my coworker complained that there was too much bacon in his breakfast burrito. I want to know the tone. I can't imagine somebody getting super angry. That being said, one of the reasons I'm empathetic to my trolls, to those heavy negativity is, if you're that sad that you're putting out venom against another human being, you're probably hurting inside. And so if this person was actually complaining about too much bacon in their burrito, what I'm really thinking about is what's actually going in their lives that could trigger you. Too much bacon in a burrito triggering means a lot of sadness deep down inside. I can't catch a break. That's an interesting one. After telling me they are almost all caught up on all their Netflix shows. That's a really good one, Brian. Nobody's giving me a job. All my bosses suck. I can't catch a break. The system is rigged. All loser talk for people that tend to not want to do action. Non-motivated because they haven't found their passion, or they haven't found a happiness zone, or they grew up in entitled environments where everything was paid for, so they don't even know how to go and get it. I will always repeat this. When you're overfed, it's hard to be hungry. And so let's make sure we balance it. Either you're insecure or you're entitled, and both are dangerous. Complaining is the tell to unhappiness. Stop fucking complaining and start creating solutions.
You're in the service business.
Everybody
so why
is.
do you want to be an ass and say no to somebody when it's just as easy to say yes? You know, the 95-5 rule, there
What's
are no
that?
spare. 95% of everything we do is right every day in business. But look for the 5% you do wrong, and that's what makes you better than everybody else. There are no spare customers, okay? It's a competitive world in every one of our businesses. Take no out of your damn vocabulary. You're on a business trip, and it's 11:02, and you call down to order some breakfast, and they say, I'm sorry, sir, we don't serve breakfast anymore. I say, that's okay, no problem. I don't need a waffle or an Eggs Benedict. Just throw a couple eggs in a skillet and send them up scrambled, however it's easy for you to do. I'm sorry, sir, we don't serve breakfast. Why are you telling me no? I didn't ask you for anything special. You're going to throw a burger in the pan, just throw me a couple of eggs and take care of me. B, you're in the hospitality business, okay? And you're telling me no. And everybody's in the hospitality business no matter what they do. You take care of your customer, okay? You take care of your customer. It's no different than we walk in and your people meet us polite. You put a welcome up on the screen. You come in here, everybody can I get you some water? Tell me, can I do this for you? You're in the service business.
Everybody
so why
is.
do you want to be an ass and say no to somebody when it's just as easy to say yes, or you just give an alternative?
Because the company's being run by somebody who's not. Because these companies get big and they hire somebody who fucking went to Harvard and fucking worked at Bain and McKinsey and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's why, Tillman. If you want to make real money, this is no joke. I'm saying it right now on the record. In the next 5 years, investing in sports cards are going to outpace sneakers.
He's got his own card, sort of. That's interesting. There's Gary V up there.
He's been talking a lot lately about how baseball card popularity is on the rise right now.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Well, I don't think people understand that sports cards are about to become a cultural phenomenon again, and so I'm just putting it on the record and media so I'm historically correct.
So why do you think?
A recent survey shows only 4% of people view sports cards as an investment, and 88% don't think about them at all.
A, it's already happened. If you've been watching, the market's been moving pretty aggressively for the last year. B, 3 theories. 1, sneaker flippers are running out of inventory, and you can go buy, like I am right now, thousands of De'Aaron Fox rookie cards if you believe he's a player. You can't buy 1,000, pairs of sneakers that are gonna flip. Like, you can't get enough inventory. And so a lot of these entrepreneurs that are in the sneaker culture love sports and are gonna do the sports card thing. That's 1. 2, sports gambling and betting. In the background, you have Luka playing right now as an image. Right now, there are $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 Luka cards selling, not listed, selling on eBay. And those cards were pulled out of a $3, $4 pack of Prism basketball cards. Once people understand that, I think people are gonna get their gambling fix out of opening cards. And third, 43-year-olds, 48-year-olds that grew up in the prime years of sports cards now have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
And the same reason toys reboot every 30 years, G.I. Joe, Strawberry Shortcake, I believe that sports cards 87 to 93 was a cultural phenomenon. And now those people are going to relive it. So I'm making the prediction here on the Rich Eisen show that sports cards is an incredible alternative investment for the next 3 to 5 years. How old are you?
23.
That's the biggest thing that scares me, that you don't realize that
I have my whole life in front of me.
dude, you could do nothing right for 10 years and then still be young.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you have to understand. Don't yes me. Understand it. You can fucking, one second, you can literally fucking live for the next 10 years, do nothing right, and fucking win. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. You're either trying to prove it to somebody or to yourself, but you gotta slow it down. You don't know what you want. Nobody fucking knows what they want at 23. You got time. You got fucking time, baby. You understand? You're a kid. And you know what? That's the question of the day. Where do you sit in this camp? In the comments, let's sit on this one. Where do you sit in this camp? Here is my theory, that if you make $130,000 a year doing something you don't love as much or at all, versus making 89 and loving it, that you should always go with B. I have a weird thesis that 89, because you're so happy and you're willing to work 18 hours a day, becomes 131 over time, and 130 becomes fired or flat forever. I really do believe that passion works out that way, and I'm not a secret. I'm not Oprah. I'm not like sunshine and rainbows, especially not after the fucking Jets miss an extra point and lose by 1 point. I'm just think it's practical. Jenny, I'll give you a really good answer. Try your passion. I'll give everybody a good answer. Try your passion for 2 years. What's gonna happen? Your debt's gonna compound? It's not the end of the world. I mean, you can always get practical. You can always get practical. That's it? Good. I asked a question. Jets lost. You keep asking questions, I keep answering them. I actually think there's nothing the four of you could be doing that's crazy, given how old you are. I really fucking believe that. I actually think nothing anybody does under 35 is crazy.
It's like the pre.
It's just,
Why do you think it switches?
and it's an arbitrary number. I've said 30 before. Actually, here's why. I think it's practical to scratch every itch early on because you don't have any rationale or reason to create restrictions for yourself like family and financial debt outside of that's why I hate college debt. I think it eliminates your freedom. You know, it eliminates your freedom. You know, that's
You're just saying practically people start to limit themselves once they're older? Because you could theoretically live the way
you could, but yes, the second if you have a child or you buy something, you limit yourself. Or you have a partner. There's three variables that can start pulling from a place where you can't be 100% selfish around your happiness graph, which is you have to have empathy for your partner, you have to parent, or you have to pay a bill. In a world where 81% of you cannot actually make a mistake, you need to leave a comment right now and tell me either A, what's your fucking excuse, or B, that you're ready to fucking go. I'm done telling you to not worry about haters and trolls and negative opinions. I'm actually flipping the fucking script on you, and I'm gonna try to inspire or communicate a perspective for you to stop hearing the cheering. The reason so many struggle with negativity is because they overvalue positive reinforcement. You're addicted to people telling you you're pretty. You're addicted to people telling you you're good at basketball. You're addicted to parents and teachers telling you you're a good student. You're addicted to opinions. Once you learn how to not overvalue somebody who's commending or complimenting you, is the second you go down the path of dealing with the reverse. Stop listening to compliments.